Honestly, it was the business end initially that intrigued me. I really enjoyed starting to go to aesthetic conferences and learning about all of the nuances about the not only the technical and clinical aspects of injecting, but more of the emotional appeal and the kind of problem solving that you do as an injector, more on the therapy lines to really help people feel better, look their best from the inside and out, whatever the situation, became that led them to the posterior chair. There's so much more than just relaxing wrinkles or softening skin. We're really appealing to emotions in aesthetics.
Got it. I love it. And thinking with the practice now, where you're at with this, I'm interested in the vision. Like, I'd love to hear about the early strategy, what exactly you wanted to create, but some of the challenges and early wins that shaped the direction of this practice growth.
So my little incubator, I'll call it, was really my first Greensburg location. So it is a couple rooms inside of a dental practice. So my buddy, Dr. Josh Perry, owns Modern Dental Associates in Greensburg. He did a beautiful 10,000 square foot build out a couple years ago, and he had this like whole vacant side. And I've been a patient for years, and I'm like, Josh, what are you doing with this? Like, this is just a waste of space. Like, let me put a couple rooms in there. So I got the idea to really create Empower for my two girls because throughout the years, they had mentored me and they had done all the things that I had told them to do to get into the industry. They tried to build their own resume. They went to the weekend credentialing courses. They put their resume out there, but nobody was biting because they didn't have experience. And it's like, well, I can't get experience unless I work somewhere. So, it's a challenging market in the Pittsburgh area, like it is in many areas. So my thought was, you know what, I'm really good at the business part of it. So let me create a brand experience for patients. You guys inject, and we're going to live happily ever after, just doing a little bit of tox, some biostimulators, and some skincare. And it wasn't really my initial thought or plan to have this be my full-time job, but that ended up being the case. I no longer managed my friends' practices. So when that happened, I really had to lean in and kind of really explore the other clinical avenues that I really didn't have a ton of experience in, mostly injectables, including fillers and biostimulators. So, I wasn't really sure either what the market in the Greensburg area was going to want or sustain. So I didn't really think initially there was going to be a lot of interest in filler. So we just started out with tox and PRF, more natural things, because, there's a lot of stigma still around filler. Everyone that gets lips, they equate to duck lips. Like, that's the only option. It's no
Right.
lips or duck lips.
Right.
So it's a lot of education. But there were just continual asks for things. So I brought on filler like within a month of opening because I just couldn't say no anymore. Some of the stumbling blocks were really just learning what people want, which I think we kind of fine-tuned while we were in Greensburg, and then realized that we needed a little bit more space, but also that our patients were coming from a certain end of town. So the location was a little bit of a challenge because it was a very small suite, and we had access to a couple other ones, but I also really wanted to create that brand feel and that experience, which I do love Greensburg, but it's very modern, very minimalist, and Harrison City and Penn Township is like a complete different vibe. It's very homey, it's a little cozier, and everyone that has been to both says that same thing. So I will say that, just making sure that we're providing the right services to our clients was the number one challenge. And then just making sure that we had the correct space was number two so far in this, 11-month journey that we've been on.